I'm going to give it a few minutes, and I'm just going to go over a couple things that I want to get out there before I actually go to sleep. I feel it's important. I feel it's very important to show this information. I feel like I want to express it before I actually call it a night and be done. This, whatever this is, goes very deep, you guys. It goes very deep, and this has to be something that is very well protected, because I am going through each of my cases, and it's so obvious. It's so obvious what's going on here. Here's my disclaimer. Anything I say or present is based off of information that I'm getting through social media, and I'm basing it off of the information presented to me, and following my own guides and my philosophy and what I think is going on here. Nothing's been proven, and no one has been found guilty yet. I just want to show you a few things, because it's important to explain and express. I feel it's important to show you that the elements that I have selected are actually making it very easy for me to go back into these cases again and create the storyboard based on my elements. We all know this case, Madeline. We all know this case. This case, I saw it in the early before. I went over this case a few months ago, but now that I've zoomed into what I need to look at, I need to look at pictures like this with the mom who has photos from newspaper, photos from banners, photos from vigils, photos from years back, especially when they were younger. And that's what I just decided to select a few of those. This here, what you see in front of you, she has the number 5 superimposed on her neck, and in her hand she carries that doll with her everywhere. It seems as if the girls have a doll, the boys have some sort of stuffed animal or a doll. This doll that she's holding is symbolic. It's very symbolic because it also has these little bloody little things that they carry. And obviously I don't know what they are, but to me they're like some sort of bone or whatever, but they have a V on it and they're shaped as hearts. That's what she has in her little hand. The photo is gonna keep changing. This is why I want to put it out there. When I first opened it up, it wasn't as prominent as it is now. Now you could see the little heart that's coming through on her neck and on her cheek, and that's what's happening to her face. That's not the paper. It's not the crinkle of the paper. Her face is changing colors. And then the second little photo down in the corner, I truly believe is not her. Because when you blow it up, just like Summer Wells had an older person with her, I truly believe that they're together. I don't know what the process is, but that face, when you blow it up, is not her little girl. That's not her little girl. That again looks like someone who's a little older like I showed in those young couples. Someone was sitting in the fake car seat, and when you zoom in, it looks like a teenager. Same with this. That's not her little girl in that photo, in the little one, at least in this one. And she has the big heart in her hair. And she has one in the top of her head, sticking out, just like Grandis had. It's the same thing. Now, to find the photos, I just look for the photos that they use constantly over and over and over and over. They use it. It's a cookie cutter, you guys. This is very, very large cookie cutter that goes internationally. Internationally. And whoever that girl is, in the bottom right-hand corner, is not her daughter. But for some reason, they decided to put it in that picture because that's what they do. That's what they do. Here's a picture of the mom with her daughter when she was little. I know the elements to look for. I know that when the cheek is against the head like that, so they do something with the head, something is going on. Sure enough, it is. They have those little teeny flat little heart things with the hole in it. I don't know what it's doing, but that's what it is. That's not her hand holding that up there. The child's hands are down there. Like, whose freaking hand is that? And look at her mouth. Something goes in the mouth. I know that for a fact. And then the hair starts to turn into a tube. Period. This is what happened to this little girl. She was victimized like this since she was born. Since she was born. Yep. Yes, saying hi to you now. Thought they meant to be. Oh, hi guys. I'm actually opened up chat. It's so much nicer to open up chat when it's later. I don't know what's going on out there, you guys. But this is way too big. And if this doesn't get blown up soon, I just don't know who's protecting this stuff, but I know how to uncover each case. And I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. There's no reason, hi y'all, there's no reason I should stop. There's no reason I should stop. Look at these pictures. Look at that's not a hand up there. I, I'm going to continue. I'm just going to show you. This is when she was little. I don't know if those are her brothers, but there are the hearts. There's the heart right on her shirt, right on her pants, just like I showed you yesterday on one of the little kids from the young couple that I showed you that moved to Utah. That is Madeline. And look, whatever those boys are with, whatever those boys are, they have the same thing too. This wasn't covered up. This wasn't covered up. This is being exposed. I don't understand how this hasn't been exposed before. That's Madeline. She has all hearts on that I keep showing everybody. It's now that we know the elements, I'm going to keep showing it to you. She has that plastic thing around her neck and her chest. That's what's on her. And if you look close enough, you could see the little heart in there with the hole. That's what's in there. That's what's in there, you guys. This is as far as I got with this one, because I have so many pictures to go through. But I just don't. This is deep. These are the Summer Wells missing children. You are looking at them. This is what they look like. This is who they are. They're everybody. They're all of these children. Now I understand that when I first started, working on this case, why I was literally taken into such a deep place. The reason being is because there's so many kids involved. And because there's so many kids involved, the feeling, the intensity was really too much to take. Because there's so many children involved. It's too many. There's too many. If they could just, if I could possibly get the attention of the correct people to bust this open, that would be wonderful. But if you look at these photos, anyone that has watched my last 2 or 3 lives is going to look at this and be like, that's crazy. That's crazy. They're the hearts. Like that is like a big deal. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. I am also working on McKinney. Let me see if I could just throw up a few photos. I'm not done with them. These are pretty raw because I haven't really gone through it. But I want to just show you, it's not secretive or anything. I want to show you how I'm doing this. Here is, where did McKinney's go? It's just unreal. And my body isn't stopping. Like, I now understand why I was presented this as one of my first cases. I see it. I see it. I am also working on this one. The reason being is because this one also falls directly into the same category as the Summer Wells Missing Children. This one was super obvious to me. This one was super obvious to me because as soon as I opened up the first photo, the mom and the dad, there's the heart, and it was just so, it was so easy. If you look at the photo there, let me try to find it as a single photo, and I'll copy and crop and put some things on there. See, there's different versions of each photo, so let me find that version. Each version, it's usually the version that is on the missing children's photos or on a banner. It's usually one that they themselves could manipulate or change. So this one, what you see in front of you, those photos, that came from, let me see what the first photo is. It came from this one. So her neck, edit copy. Her neck and her daughter has that heart on her ear, right in between them. This is on now. This is on the missing children's photo. I mean, look at that. So 8 months ago, it'd be like, I don't understand what that means. I don't understand. Well, it fits right into the conversation of what it means. It means that they did the same thing to their kids as Summer Wells, as many hundreds and thousands of other kids. That's what it means. That's what it means. I mean, there's this isn't a coincidence anymore. I'm trying to prove I'm trying to prove a philosophy, a theory that there's the heart, a theory that will work in finding all of these got gone, get gone kids. Now, I do understand that there's a force against me and a force against everyone else that's trying to figure this out too. And the force, I truly believe, are people in high positions, because this makes no sense to me why this hasn't been busted open with everything that I have been putting out there. This, this, I think that this child is an easy one to figure out. It's an easy one to figure out. And let me tell you something, number 5 and number 3 work together. Number 5 is Don, and I think I know who number 3 is, and I'm just not going to say the name. But they've been doing this for years and years and years, and let me tell you, they've made a lot of money. The number 5 and number 3 are the stickers on her little fake freezer and refrigerator. It's her little face. So these are the pictures that I just decide I'm going to be working with because they speak to me. And her teeth and her mouth have the heart on them. So I went back to basics with this in the beginning 8 months ago. For those who are new to the channel, I was noticing really crazy things were sticking out in the photos, especially in the kids' teeth here, mouth, eyes, fingers, toes, clothing. These cases seem to go back to basics. They use a lot of the elements that I spent months on researching and grabbing. And I kind of stopped doing that because I would find so many other elements that were actually more understandable to my audience. So I would pull, like I just pulled this one from one of her photos. I just pulled this from here, edit, copy. I don't know if this is the same photo, but I just pulled. See how it's supposed to be the same, but it isn't. See how they change it? Like this photo is the same as that one, but what they do is they change it. See how she has a green shirt in there, and this one she sort of has green and blue? Because they change it. I'm looking for the consistency of the faces, and they only use a few photos. But what it does is it creates confusion in social media, because we'll all be like, oh, I have that photo, and that doesn't have that in that photo. Well, because there's really many different versions of it. This is a fine example. This is a fine example. This is sort of a green shirt and blue, and there it's green. But in the mouth here, her teeth, she has a green heart in that one. In this one, she has a little metal thing in her mouth and a heart tooth. It's this one that I'm moving around. And she has a heart tooth. But here she has, I call them critters, and anyone doesn't know what critters are just little nonsense things that I don't really know what that is. To me, to me now I know that's a round metal thing with a heart in it, but it's really in the mouth, and the kids have those. They have those. Oh, there's her teeth. The teeth in this photo, which is the same photo but changed, has the green specks on them, but it has the heart there. So it's just their way of communicating. It's a way of communicating. Here, the picture of her, the Kentucky on it, they do the same thing. She actually looks like she's in really bad shape in that photo. But same thing with this one. I look for the banner. Anytime you see a banner photo that is in the middle of no man's land, like just, they did the same thing with Summer Wells. They did this banner and they used it to communicate just like they're doing with this one. This is how I knew to pull the banner photo. So understand that the photo that you see here on the banner, you guys, is this same, here, let me see, is this same picture, but they use it differently. I'm going to show you how. So this is the same photo, but they're communicating different information. They're communicating more of what they did to her, because Summer's last banner had the same thing. It has the metal around the neck, and it shows a lot more information. Shows a lot more information. Now, where's the other picture? What really bothered me were the people standing around the banner. The people standing around the banner have a lot to say. They have a lot to say. He's holding something crazy. The girl all the way in the back has one of those bones wrapped in maroon. Wait, where's the shorts? Wait, I'm missing something. She has a horse. Oh, there it is. Here, I want you to notice the girl that's holding the banner. That's a horse. I feel this is very, very, very important because Summer Moon Wells has that same horse, and so do those young couples. I said last night, I remember saying, is that a horse? And she has this little horse thing. Let me copy and paste it. Going on her leg. Now, what this looks like to me are the same sticks. See the stick? And then there's like that, I don't know what to call them. I call them little bones with maroon blood shit around it. But this is what she has placed on her leg. Now, remember, she is telling a story to those who are listening. She's telling a story. She's telling a story. And This little girl's photo is, by the time I come back tomorrow, you're going to see that this little girl's photo, she's going to have a contraction of some sort around her neck that's going to be just like Summer Moon Wells. It's going to be the same. And that's her doll. Her doll has a lot going on with it. These guys, I'm not done with these PDFs. I just want to get them out there. The collar that she has on her, that maroon collar, is the same thing that Benny has. This is just keep changing. This is what the close-up looks like of her doll. There's a little photo of what's going on in the doll's hair. We obviously know that the dolls aren't sold like that. That's really not what's going on in the doll's hair. So all of this is being done with deep fake, and it all matches the same, all the same elements that I have been going over. The same. Here she has that white plate against her head, over her ear. I mean, they're really obvious in the photos, but no one is looking for them. And this I showed yesterday, her holding that same doll, and the reflection of whatever is going on in the back of her is all superimposed. The number 5 is there. Number 5 is everywhere. Number 5 is really involved. Now, I showed this quickly yesterday. I'm like, and this is her house. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it spoke to me, and I'm like, something's really weird about this house. They did the same thing to her house as Don Wells's house is. They use it to communicate. Like this stuff, I can't imagine this stuff is really on her door. I just have to think that it's superimposed, because there's no way. She has the same things going on with those little boneheads all over the house. And I go look at the house because I know what Don's looks like. Same thing. He has the same thing going on. And here I was going to work a little deeper with these photos. I still have to go in there and copy and paste. But the one all the way to the left, to the bottom left, that's a picture of her, and I just put in there that's her neck. And the neck has that little hole in it, like the other photos I showed. Okay, so this one I pulled to the side. If anyone ever sees a photo that has each end of them is blurred, like this is how one of their news stations put it out there. And those actually give a lot of information. This is exactly how I found it on Google. Nothing has been done to this. We all know this looks pretty shitty and it's not good. It's done on purpose. And again, just points to the same people. Those are the photos that are on each end. So that's what I'm working on. This is very deep. I do want to show you one thing that was really bugging me. This photo is really bugging me. And now I know why the photo was bugging me. Not to pick on whoever this is. I don't know who this is. I know you guys said it looks like that one dude. I don't know who this is, and I usually, again, don't like to show the kids' faces, but I think in this incident, in this case, I think it's very important for me to show the faces because I feel as if these children are in a bad situation. So I'm showing it for the sake of the missing children's cases, and I feel as if it is a good thing for me to do. I looked further into this photo and I kind of stared at it for a very long time so I could feel and understand what's going on here. What is going on here is like an auction. They're watching something through a one-way window. That's where they are. And I know the hat is a John Deere hat, so that makes me feel as if this is somewhere by Appalachian Fairgrounds. I don't know why, but I do. The little boy's shirt really is why I came back to it. Like, it looks so familiar. Now, his shirt with those lines on it pretty much match up to Summerwell's last outfit. Now, the outfit she had on in the beginning, that was a different, that little design on there was different because that's not what that outfit looks like, is what I do know. It's not what it looks like. But it was changed to that. I started looking into that photo. I'm going to go back to the outfit. So because that photo of that fish-like thing on him and the girl has the same thing, I matched up the lines, and I'll show you to what he has on in Summer Wells, and they match. I have a problem with that. I have a big fucking problem with that. And that's where my witch comes out and says, I have a big fucking problem with it. I cannot let it go. I can't. Let me show you something. That little girl is standing in front of the number 3 and the number 5. Like, when I talk about this right now, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. In that photo of his, do you see all the way to the right? That guy is holding the number 3 in the heart. That guy is in the back of this photo. He's standing behind them. He has the heart. He has a number 3. And then behind the girl, the other man has a number 5. Up all the way up top are those black containers. They're black containers. And they match up to the containers that I found in Appalachian Fair. A real problem with this. And the girl in the back looks they're dressed up. It's It's an issue. It's an issue. The picture that you see in the middle there up on top, these come from the Appalachian Google, all the pictures that I pulled. All the pictures that I pulled. Here's the shirt. Here's what the boy's shirt is wearing. And here's what Summer Wells is wearing. There are no coincidences in the missing Summer Wells children cases, you guys. There are none. I don't believe in it. I will not accept it. They have the same, to me, design on their shirt for a reason. Because they went to the same place. Period. Whoever that guy is standing with these two kids in a situation that has the heart, they have the 3, they have the 5, they have the boxes, and they have a matching design on their t-shirt. That's what I know. That's what I know. Here it is. This is a problem. The other thing I put together was Benny. I knew this. See, now I'm putting things together. I knew these were the same. Those little handheld phones, they're the same. To the right is a picture of when Don was at the carnival, and that was in the background, and it popped up. I match it up perfectly to whatever is hanging from Benny's ceiling. All I know is it matches, and he's got something around his neck. Why did I put this in here? Let me see. Oh, I put this in here just to show, not the face, as much as it is for you guys to count and look at the metal. There's like 3 layers. There's 1, 2, 3 bars. I want you to look at this situation because this is part of the process. No matter how you want to slice and dice it, this is part of the process. And this is underground. That consistently repeats. It repeats itself. This here, I was showing you guys, and I realized last night that I didn't explain it. This is one of those young couples' reflections in his sunglasses. And I said, look, it's the same thing, and it's got the head on the top and the heart, and he has the same railing that he's showing off in his reflection. That's a reflection in his sunglass. He's such a dumbass. And then and I said, oh, look, there's the machine. I wanted to show you that. When I say machine, I'm talking about what's on Don Wells's property, and it shows up in many other places, but that's part of the machinery that you see on the left-hand side. Now, the photo that was in the young couple's phone, if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, go to yesterday's live. It was a really, really good live. It's one of these two people, I feel. That's not that young girl talking. Now, let me explain something to you. In the phone, that's like a fourth screen. Like, that's supposed to be her talking in that phone. All of a sudden, that photo pops up. I know why, because that's what they do. It's someone with the machine on them or above them. And he also has the heart. Now, it's either Grandis or that dude. When I'm talking about the heart and the head is exactly how Grandis Mama has a heart in her head. But the other thing that I want to show you is Grandis is laying on the same thing as Benny. She's laying on the white metal things. And there's 3 of them. They're layered. Let me go back and I'll show you. Grandis's head is laying on the same thing as this. You see. Same thing. And it's also in here with the heart above it. And Grandis is laying on it with the heart above it. And it's in the phone. So that's what I do, is I put this stuff together and it's making so much sense. And they're all going to, if the 30s decide to do anything about it, they definitely could match shit up. But I don't know who that, I don't know. But, we only know the people that we know. We only know the ones that we have been introduced to, right? So we don't know. And this is what I also wanted to go back and show you. I also blurted out yesterday that, what's in the car reflection is the same thing that's in the guy's sunglass reflection. Well, for those of you that didn't see it, I'm going to show it to you right here. Here's the young couple. This is the brother. This is a different one from the one I showed yesterday. I think these are the Kents. In his sunglasses tell the whole story. His sunglass has the same reflection in it as, I don't know who that is, but they're all friends, as it does in the car. Like, are they not thinking that someone's going to notice that they both have a bloody little white thing with the bloody thing in their glasses? And it's matching to in the car? These are 2 separate situations, you guys. These are 2 separate YouTubers, families. They're friends, but yet they both have that same ridiculous reflection. One's in the car, the other video, a whole different video channel, is in his sunglasses. Can't make this shit up. You can't. And the other side of his sunglass, he's showing a whole entire mechanism in his sunglass. He's showing the machinery. Same machinery that's in the car. It's right there. They really should discuss this so because it's so ridiculous. Now, this is the same guy with the sunglasses, right? This is Appalachian Fairgrounds, you guys. This is actually where the horses are. So that would make sense why they show horses. I wanted to show you how the other elements that they're showing in their glasses are the same elements that I found throughout the Appalachian Fairground. Now, these guys are supposed to be in Utah. Some of them are in Tennessee. So they were in Tennessee. They're in Sevierville, maybe? Something like that. But I would like to know how it is that his sunglasses have the same machinery in them as Appalachian Fairground. Which Appalachian Fairground shouldn't have this shit either, but they do. Now the other thing it's the same as the number 5. That box thing, number 5, is in the aquarium at the Appalachian Fair. It's right there. I circled it. Now understand these are 2 different locations, but yet the same ground. The one in the middle with the 5, that's a box. It's something that they they travel, or I don't know what they do with it, but that one that I circled up there is from it's from the fairground, like in like that barn, like whatever it is. And the one on the bottom is from the aquarium. They're the same box. The one down in the corner all the way to the left, you'll see it. That's from the young couples videos. These are the same boxes that are being shown other places. Now, let me remind you something. These photos are from the Appalachian Aquarium, whatever that is in. And if you look in that bag that's floating in the water, that's like a body. It's not. This is they're communicating. Yeah, it's crazy. The same boxes are traveling through the Appalachian Fair. That's just what they're doing. Now, those boxes with the number 5, for those of you that didn't see or hear my live that I went through that showed these boxes moving, um, Harmony Montgomery, which absolutely positively is definitely a Summer Wells missing child. They all the ones I'm working on are. Harmony Montgomery's case had a few photos connected to her case. I think it was accidental. I don't know. But this is what they looked like. I'm like, what the hell is this? I saved it, put it to the side, and I'm looking at, blew it up. And the boxes have the number 5 on it, and they have the little white thing with the heart. I'm like, son of a bitch. They're fucking shipping shit. Has anyone checked? Is the authorities? No. Here's a photo of it. The boxes are labeled number 5, and they have that heart thing that we see everywhere. And look at in the corner, I circled how that number, the heart, there's a little heart on a stick, which we see, which I show you, and it has the glowing face. I mean, these are elements that I've shown. So when I realized that, and then I saw that those young couples are traveling international, I'm like, these are being shipped illegally. This to me looks like an illegal transfer. I mean, this is a secretive something going on here. And it's sunny. I thought I saw palm trees in one of them, but maybe I don't. I don't know. But this is transportation. And it even has the if you look, it says number 5, and I see a 3, I see different things, but they're labeled. They're labeled. This is part of the process. This is part of the process. The fairgrounds, the carnival, the trucking company that owns the co-op. I'm telling you, it's all of them. It goes all the way back to when the Hears, years and years ago, when Grandis, the Hears, and Grandis's brother, they all worked for the family who owns that big, huge dairy whatever farm, and then they decided to go into trucking. They have a trucking company with the DOT number. That DOT trucking number moves all the carnival stuff to and from the fairgrounds, and they own the Lollipop Co-op Center. You tell me that that's a coincidence? No, it's not. But it's very deep money. Those people. I think one of them is the mayor, or whatever it is that does the fairgrounds with the machines and stuff. No one's gonna touch that dude. No one's gonna touch him. Okay, here's another thing I wanted to show you. They're so dumb. This is another picture. Do you understand that picture up in the left-hand corner was a reflection in one of those dumbass young people's sunglasses? Not to say they're dumbass, but I don't know them. I shouldn't say that. Maybe I take it back. But that was in his sunglass reflection. And I knew exactly what that was. This thing in front of you always bugged me. Right when Summer Wells, when she went missing, and there was a lot of kooky shit going on YouTube, and oh my God, I think the bad people were getting too wasted and showing a lot of information, right? I knew that this was some sort of a machine or some sort because it was being bragged about, like, oh, see this, and then he took it down quickly because I think maybe he realized he showed it. But these match, to me, they match. I don't know what that is, but it has the two hearts, is the glowing light. It has everything that I have been seeing. And to me, that matches whatever Benny's holding up in his phone. It's not a phone, you guys. I don't know what that is. Some sort of a gadget. It's not a phone. They're not using a phone. And I have many other pictures of that. Many other pictures of it being used in different ways. You know? Here's the young couple in the middle. This is a different young couple. She has this is a photo that I ripped apart, but she has that thing on her neck as well. And they use it. They use it. And the picture up in left hand corner was her husband going to the beach with her son, which obviously he's not. And then that's the picture below it for those who've never seen it. That's from Harmony Montgomery's. Oh, no, that's from Summer Wells when they were swimming at the beach. Those are pictures directly taken from the Summer Wells swim. From the Summer Wells swim. And a reason I put that horrific picture up in left hand corner is to show you that is a real photo if they do something in the head. It's just I don't know what it is, but they do. This all matches. What I was going to show you here is how they go down into these boxes. They're using something, it's underground. They go down into it. And that box, like that, it's the metal box, it all matches up to the other the other boxes that I found. And the only thing I have to match up to is like the outline of the metal, because obviously I can't see it very clearly. But this up in the left hand corner was found right next to Don Wells's truck on his property. And this was months back when I'm like, you need to dig, you need to dig, you need to dig, you need to go dig there. And no one's dug. Seriously, no one. No one has dug. I mean, we would know if they would go digging. They haven't touched his property. They haven't touched his property. When Don Wells did that crazy video with Benny and he like turned into a clown and I said there was a girl hanging. Well, I don't think she's hanging. She's laying down in a hole. Like to me, she's laying in that hole because the metal machinery matches up. No one did anything. She's in bad shape. She's in a hole. Her head's in a contraction, and no one got arrested. No one got arrested. Make sense of that one. This information came from all different sorts. The young couples do like to show their machinery and people in it. The middle one on the bottom, the middle one on the bottom middle comes from one of Don's videos. The one up top in the middle comes from another young couple, as well as the one all the way to the right. As creepy as that looks, they all look the same. Look at Candace Wells's icon. She obviously changed it, but she used it that night that Summer went missing, and that icon is a heart on a white box. You see, I've pointed it out before. To me, that's a lot of information, right? You know, it's right there. That's Candace's icon. Her icon, you guys, is the heart. Is the heart on the white box. It's nuts, right? It's crazy. Oh, here I lined it all up for you guys. Look at that. So there's Grandis. There's Grandis. Her head is on that same white metal thing. It's Grandis, and then over the right hand corner is the young couple's sunglasses reflection. And then up in the left hand corner is the fake Don laying in it. I don't know who that is. And the fake Benny. Those aren't them. I don't think they are. But I think they just use their faces. But they all have the heart and they all have the white metal and they all are in the same kind of machinery. This is a really good picture. I think this is a really, really good photo that shows consistency in what they're doing. Now, I think that this is going to all help bust open the case because as I show these elements, you guys are going to go look for them in I know other channels are like now working on, different cases. They're wasting their time just talking about it and just going to hold up banners. What you have to do is research into it and look for these things because they're there. Any child, I believe the children that are just the got gone, get gone, and the parents are sort of on the sidelines, that this is what they did. And they definitely, they deep fake the photo of the person. So that's not Benny, you guys. And that's not Don's face either. But that's Grandis. That's Grandis. And this is a kick-ass page. This is an incredible page right in front of you. Because this shows, it shows all the same elements from different locations and different people. Same thing as this. I like to throw this in there to show you the different ways that they have the equipment. The equipment that I showed you yesterday of the child sitting in a chair, which she's really not sitting in the chair. All the blue things are the same. It's just equipment. I don't know what they do with it. This is something that oh, the picture really, oh, interesting. It got pixelated, but oh, interesting. Those heads got pixelated and they give a code. I see the number 531. They're all mostly 5s and 3s. I have to find a picture of the heads. Oh, the picture of the heads are right in there. Oh, interesting. Okay, so when I say number 5, Don's the number 5. That's his icon, right? Candace Wells' icon now we see is a white box with the red heart. To this, that word that you see to this, one of those young couples thought it'd be kind of funny. They like showed their son swimming, said, "Oh, how something goes from this to this." You guys, you need to look at that photo very clearly and very closely. That comes from the young couple. To this, she has those are wood sticks. On that wood stick, you see a heart and you see the number 5. Now, that is crucial information. Let me see if I could find the photo. Separate photo. Where that one's a tough one. Let me see. Let me see where I put it. And the one I showed yesterday, they posted one like this as well on the beach. It's the same concept that they consistently go over, and that's why we all feel the elements. Give me a second. To this. Oh, I know, it's under young couples. I'm going to find it so I could blow it up for you guys. Young couples. Hold a second. Oh, young couples. Okay, let's see. These young couples, they just, man, they have a lot of information, right? So here's the guy. Here's a guy just having a day by himself, looking into the ocean, and I mean, it's not funny, but it is kind of funny that he actually would like think, wait, where's that other picture? Like that no one's going to notice that. Well, obviously no one noticed it because I'm the only one who's noticing it, unfortunately. But that's pretty crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like right in the reflection is as he's just smiling. It's just the craziest thing to me. Sorry, but it's just crazy. Okay, let's see. You get a better feel for it when you see the whole entire picture. So like, here's this. It's another photo. I mean, these are kind of funny. Like, really? He shows all the information. That's the machinery. Like, it's just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Um, and the child in the back seat winds up looking really bad, like this. Yeah. All right. I am. Um, I want to find that stick. I never could find it. All right. Well, let me see if I could just bring it. Whoops! Bring it closer. Oh, I know it. I know how to do it. Wait. Wednesday. Let me go back to this page. And then I know how to bring it closer. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, and anyone who hasn't subscribed, please do. Maybe I'll start really building this thing up, right? Never know. Um, okay. Let me open this up. And what page is that? I want to blow it up for you. Okay, here it is. All right. Okay. So feel the intensity that the young couple are the ones who posted this and said, how something like, I can't believe how this becomes that, becomes this, how that becomes this. And when she said that, what that was a child playing in the water. Okay. Now, obviously, no one's going to even understand that unless you really know what to look for. That photo here has the heart on it. Wait, I'm going to circle it. I'm going to circle what to look for. And it has the number 5. Okay. So for those who can't see it, here. Okay, so knowing now that you guys know what to look for, this shouldn't be here unless they're using it to discuss and talk to other people. So now, this is the Appalachian Fair. This is by the chicken coop that I talked about before. In the windows, these photos were hidden in like Google Map or Google Map. That's where I got a lot of photos that were stuck in there. You see the contraction of someone on like a swing, and we've seen that before. And they're moving. They're moving. They're like it's moving them. across a track. And this is why I looked at Appalachian Fear, because I was like, these guys are using some part of this. Because when you look closely at that location, up in the right hand corner, and the left hand corner is what's in the ceiling. And then that blue thing has that in it. And then look at the ground. Like, this is a real photo. No one has gone looking at this place. At least just even go look at it. Now, this may be built somewhere else, but it's being advertised as if it's at the Appalachian Fairground. So it's being advertised as if it's there. So that's what it shows is up in the ceiling. Knowing that I explained all the elements makes it so much easier. Then the last thing I want to show you is I did also mention last night in last night's live is that the couple had those plastic things in their house with the maroon around it. Like they had it in that basement like area that I said looked like Don's house. I've kept every photo that Candace put out there of her painting. Every time she takes an ugly frickin' photo of her face, of selfies of the room that she just freshly took care of, I save. Because I know I was told to save it. In the corner right behind her are those containers that I believe they use. And it was this plastic thing with the red on it. That shows up in the couple's house in Utah. Same thing. It's the same thing. Now, they try to make it look like it's all fresh wood, but it isn't. But those boxes with the maroon around it look like that. Now I know because I've seen it so many months now. So many months later, I see it. And there's got to be a reason she takes pictures of the white rooms. There just has to be. There has to be. Go backwards this way. Now I'm going to go backwards to make sure I explained it all. And if you look at the ceiling here of the Appalachian inside that room, look how they have those boxes up on the ceiling with they're clear. They're clear. They're like screens. It's very strange. But it's all the same. Everything is the same. Those heads have numbers on them. Wait, I don't understand that. Let me look at my PDF and see if that's what mine looks like. Because sometimes these photos change. Like, not totally change, but they change a little bit. Because my photo that I have of the Appalachian looks like this. I guess it's the same, but interestingly enough, I never noticed the number 5 on there. Those are heads. Those are heads. Nuts. This to me is a great photo. This to me is a great photo. It's a great photo because it matches in very important information, in very important circumstances. Grandis even has the plastic, the mirror, whatever that is behind her. And this is a really good find too. This is a really good find. What is that? I'm looking at the bottom right hand corner. Now sometimes I see it differently. Wait a minute. Where'd that come from? It looks, the bottom right hand corner almost looks like a skeleton is in a box. Wait, let me look at something. Edit, copy. Did that come from, wait. See how that looks like it's going downward. Where did I get that picture? I have to remember where I got that. Because this one here, let me open this up. Page 15. Page 15. I need to know if I got that from the kids, the young couples. One sec. All right, let me bring this over. Edit copy. This photo here, I guess I did. I just have it turned a different way. Let me see. Let me see something. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. When you turn it, it's a whole, it goes down under. Copy. So this picture is the picture up in the corner. when you turn it, it's totally different. Edit, copy. So look. Here. That's that picture up there, and so is this. So this way, the head is actually like she's just sitting and the head's in a contraction. This way, let me turn it one more time. Edit, copy. I think it goes this way. I think it goes that way. These are just the different ways that that box goes. That is, this came from his property, you guys. It came from next to his trucks. Next to his trucks. Totally. You turn it. You guys, you know what I see? I see it now. I really do think it's between the panels in his wall. See this? Let me get rid of this. There's the hole. I'm looking at this to see. Understand that this photo came from Don's property, okay? So that's this. All I did was turn it to make it make sense. That's his car. It's right next to his car. That's what this is, where it came from. Huh. Let me just turn this a little this way. That way. See, it really does matter which way it's turned, because either they're... Oh. I wonder if it's this way. So it depends on which way they have it turned, but they both make sense. This looks like someone is sitting down in it, and then they have their head around the contraction, which to me makes sense because this is a real girl who's in it. She's in that. So she would be that way? And let me just play with this. Edit, copy. Um, She's in that. So see what I'm saying? The head, I always see that contraction around the heads. We always see the black things around their heads. It's just what it is. She's in that box. Or she's above the box. But the box is right there next to the person. So that person is either going in the box or coming out of the box. Yeah, that's what you have here, you guys. That's basically what you have here. Sitting up. Let's see. Just trying to turn it different ways. Yeah. Basically, and that was taken right off of his, I mean, seriously, right off of his property. And nothing was done. This case here, little Oakley also is, she's loaded in, I always start with the neck, right? I always start with the neck. Anyone that's researching into her is wasting their time. There you go. There's the neck with the 55. 3 and a 5. There's Oakley. 3 and a 5. She's on my list too. Look at that. Anyone that thinks they're going to solve this one, good luck. Because that's Oakley, that's her neck, and they're proud of it. It's 3 and the 5. Right on her neck. This is all the same. And do you think anyone's going to call me about it? There's your 3 and the 5, 5 and the 3. Right on her neck. Justice for Oakley is called Justice for All the Summerwell's Missing Children. Summerwell's missing children. Oakley is one of them. I'm showing it to you because I already looked at this. The 5 and the 3. And for all we know, the 3 is what's his face that I just showed you. Seriously. This is Oakley. 5 and the 3. I mean, I could go on and on with her with her banner, because as soon as you see a banner, you guys, it's the banners are, they use and they have tons of information. And that 5 and the 3, trust me, is not anywhere else. What does it say? Copy. What does this word say? Dollar Central. You guys, is that a store? Why would they have that above her photo? Dollar Central. Dollar Central. That has to be, Dollar Central has to be something. They don't put anything in They don't put anything in there that means nothing. Huh. Dollar Central. I bet you that something is, it's getting brighter. This is getting brighter. And anyone who's watched me do this many a times, the photos shift. Let's see. I mean, this is just her banner. I'm like literally playing around with her banner, and look what's going on. I think, I think Molly, is this the one she's doing? She's wasting her time. No offense. I mean, this is, no one is noticing on her collarbone she has a 5 and a 3. Do you understand how crazy that is? That no one's going to even acknowledge it and notice that the 5 and the 3 is literally, it's everywhere. And especially this case. I'm going to put this on paste. I'm going to show you something very quickly. I have a whole file on her. But this, edit, copy. I'm putting together a PDF really fast just to put up here. So I could turn the 5 and 3 so you could see it. The 3 is under the 5, so I'm going to put it up here in a moment. Oh my goodness, there's so much in this photo. Because you know what, you guys aren't going to know. You have to notice it because you have to look for it. Okay, let's put the Dollar General on there. Edit, copy. Okay. Okay. Here it comes. And what I'm also going to show you are the hearts. I'm sure the hearts are going to pop up. Yep, and they are. This is a missing Summerwell's child. This is exactly what it is. All right, it's just about ready. All right, let me show you this. And then I'm going to go to sleep. Cancel. Paste. Okay. All right. It's just a little example. I'll circle it so anyone who doesn't know where it is, you'll be able to find it. 5 and the 5. You'll see it as a 5 and a 5, but a lot of times it just needs to be flipped. It's literally just flipped. All right, PDF. All right, let me put this up here real fast. Save. Save. Okay. Just so you could see how easy this is done. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Mm-hmm. One sec. Not that one. Okay. Oh, because it didn't save on my desktop. Okay. All right, here it comes. Um, Hilarious. Up here it is. Okay. Just so you see what's going on with Oakley before I go to sleep. That's what's going on with Oakley. She has the heart, 5 and a 3 coming out of her neck. And that's just not even doing anything. You can't ignore that it's coming out of her neck and that's not her neck bone. It's not a neck bone. I don't know what that is, but it's not a neck bone. There's, yeah. Let me see if I have a separate file on her. Um, she is one that I picked up a while ago, and then I just got so into so many other things. Oh yeah, here, Oakley. I put her, this was a long time ago. There she is. Much in common. See, I knew I did that. Now look here. Here's the interesting thing. You can't see the 3 and the 5 in this one, right? Perfect example. Can't see the 3 and 5, but I picked it out because I know that's not a neck bone. Here's what it looks like now. It's the same photo. Do you see what I'm saying? This is the same photo. They covered it up with that pink, the pink thing was pink. They covered it up with flowers. This is a great example of what a deep fake does. Okay? Right there. That matches. Copy, paste. Oh no. That's crazy. And that's why I didn't probably notice the 5 and 3, because you have to take it from the banner. Whatever you take from a banner gives you much more information. This wasn't taken from the banner. Here's the banner. Supposedly the same picture, but it so is not. It isn't. Everything is different. The 5 and the 3 is right there, and a heart. How crazy is that? It's because I follow my own elements and how I'm supposed to work with them. There's a reason to the madness, because there's so many different versions flying around of photos, for a reason to create confusion and social media. Well, I have a message for the people who are trying to do that. I gotcha. You're busted. I know all of the elements. I know which pictures to get them at. I know how to find them. But what's really freaking bugging me, what's really, really bugging me, because I gave the benefit of the doubt that that photo was nothing. It's not it's something huge. It's something big because it's right there. It's right there. Oh, yeah. Did you see on Summer? That's on Summer, by the way, you guys. The 3 and the 5 is on Baby Summer. That came from Summer's shirt. A 3 and a 5. Her dad marked her. And the V is under her. The V is under her arm. The hearts are in yellow. And the 5 and the 3 are on those lines. She's completely marked. She's marked. It's all there. So it's all there. What dumbasses. These are great. I really liked doing this presentation tonight, you guys. I liked it a lot. I think each one is getting more informative because the elements, everything is just seriously coming together, really coming together. This one is awesome. This one's great. This is awesome too. I know that that's the same machinery. It's so sad. That picture's so sad. This was a really good presentation. This here is one of my favorite photos. This is one of my favorite ones because it's so clear. It actually looks like Grandis is in the guy's sunglasses. It matches so well. It's so nutty. Matches so well. All right, on that note, I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys so much. Let me look at chat. I'm going to open up chat if anyone has any questions or I have chat open if anyone wants me to review something tomorrow. Like, what do you think is important? It's a dollar store. Wait, who works? Someone works at a dollar store. Doesn't Allie work at a dollar store? Yeah. Yeah, I'm so tired. All right, you guys. I'll be back sometime tomorrow. I was going to do this one tomorrow, but um, I just think I really like to get it out there. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for listening and believing in me and appreciating everything. I read all of your information when I'm finished because it's so hard to keep focused. Thank you. I love you all. I do. I do. It's such an adventure. It's such an adventure. Yes, it's an adventure and a journey. And one day I hope I can meet all of you guys. Not in Tennessee. Definitely not in Tennessee. All right, you guys. Oh, I did send information to that Gary guy. Um, I haven't heard back, but that case I have a file on that's just incredible. It's an incredible file. Oh yeah, I should probably start doing things um, members only. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Love you all. Thank you all, and God bless you all. I will talk to you soon. Everyone go to sleep. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.